last like couple of years of Nintendo Power, they did a calendar issue, and it also had like some posters in it. So I was
Oh,
being
neat.
stupid, I took it
That's
apart
cool.
and put stuff up. But actually, some of the artwork that's hanging up around here are those calendar pages.
That's
Um,
cool.
Nice. The audio sounds good on YouTube, Jason.
Okay, good. All right, gentlemen, we're about to start this episode in three, two, one. Greetings, programs, and we're back here for another episode of the Nerd Cave Retro Show. My name is Jason Robbins,
My name is Derek Diamond.
and we have with us our community spotlight member, the wordsmith himself, Mr. Tyler Watson. What's going on, sir?
hey, fellas, how's it going?
Good. We were talking
Doing
about
great.
your posters back there behind you. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you can see Tyler's got some pretty cool Nintendo posters back there.
Because Mario went up here and then behind here. It's tough to see, but it's a sketch of Donatello done by Kevin Eastman. A friend
Nice.
of mine got done at a convention for me a few years ago.
That's awesome.
So cool.
So Tyler, how does it feel to be one of the few people that beat me at video game trivia a few years ago? But you had to do it with help. You had Wally on your team, who everybody knows, Mr. Wally Phelps, is also the fact checker here on the Nerd Cave Retro Show. Well, we did some video game trivia a few years back, and I got beat by Tyler and Wally, their team. But here's the thing: I had to carry my whole team because nobody on my team knew anything about video games past the Atari 2600. So I had to carry the whole team myself.
Well, see, you could have come joined us, and we could have run roughshod over everybody.
Then that wouldn't have been fair.
It's about fair. It's trivia. It's cutthroat, man.
Well,
You guys would have been like The Undertaker and Kane when they were a tag team back in the Attitude Era. Like nobody would be able to beat you.
dude, if I'd have joined their team, that would have been like Mike Tyson beating up an infant. It just would have been, it would not have been fair at all.
Helping baby versus hydrogen bomb.
But yeah, so Derek, how's your week been?
It's been good. My wife's birthday was last week, so we did a
Yeah.
little celebration for her. Just kind of had a nice quiet weekend around the house. I started playing Earthbound Beginnings finally, and I'm going to be reviewing that in a couple of weeks. I
Nice.
figured with us doing the top five and then you doing your review next week, that'd give me time to hopefully finish it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But
try to
yeah,
finish you in Squadron by next week. It might not happen. I'm not the greatest at side-scrolling shooters, as we all know.
that's all right though. Yeah, that's really been about it.
What about you, Tyler? Why don't you tell everybody? We're spotlighting members of our community, so tell everybody what you do over at the and on the Discord for us.
I really actually don't do anything. I'll participate in conversation, but
Hey, you
I
give
don't
us
have any
trivia.
responsibility.
You and Brandon both love to give the trivia during the week.
It's fun. Yeah.
It's
That's the reason
ironic that
why.
it's the fact checkers that give the trivia.
Yeah. But yeah, if you wanted to
But
follow Tyler and just have fun in the Discord there, go please join our Discord at nerdcaveretro.com. Click the Discord button and yeah, go join the community. And you could be trying to beat me at trivia. I had a pretty easy one today from Brandon. I didn't give anybody a chance today on his question.
ooh, Johnny on the spot with that one.
Yeah, I have to be there before you because like you get everything.
Yeah, speed's just as important as knowing the answer in the Discord trivia.
But yeah, speaking of the Discord, tonight we're doing top 5 sitcoms, and thanks to Knife and Halam Akbar in our Discord last week, we thought it'd be a great idea to do top 5 sitcoms because who doesn't love a good sitcom? And so, oh yeah, and Nick in the chat room, he does some trivia questions as well. So if you like doing trivia, please go join the Discord. Between these three guys, there's always some trivia questions going on in the Discord. So go join it, everybody. Do it right now. What are you waiting for? It's a wonderful community. No hate over there. Anybody comes in and they're a jerk, they get booted out. So if you want a nice community to be in, come join us over there. And
Have
but
we ever actually had to kick anyone out for being a jerk? Because if I have, I've never seen them.
I've kicked a few people. Oh, well, actually, a few people have been kicked out for being jerks a couple times, but you know they I think it's bots mostly that'll somehow get in there and like try to start something. It's like boop, you're gone. But yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, for the top 5 sitcoms, since you're our guest, Tyler, and usually you're the one with the that's why we call you the wordsmith. You have a novel of your top 5s that we like to read last on our top 5s. But now you're here live, so you get to do it right here on the show.
All right. So we'll kick it off with a few honorable mentions. Drew Carey show. Absolutely love that
Oh
growing up.
yeah.
Frasier. I always have a tendency to lean towards like smart characters. That's why Donatello's my favorite turtle. That's why Riddler's my favorite Batman villain. So Frasier stuck with me there. The Good Place. Haven't finished it, but we've gotten a few seasons in and just absolutely love it. Same with the next one, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Absolutely love it. Just haven't gotten around to finishing it. Ghosts, which is currently airing on CBS, is great. Based on a British show, but you know, I hate to say it because everybody's like, "Oh, the British version's better," of just about every show, but I really like this one. It's great. Abbott Elementary, which is airing on ABC right now, is fun every week. Superstore, if you're like me and you're someone who's worked in big box retail before, specifically Walmart, Superstore hits a lot of places, but it was a great show, had a wonderful ending. You can't beat that. And then lastly, since it's the honorable mentions, I cheated a little bit and just lumped in just TGIF, so just all the shows that were on there. So you got your Family Matters, your Step by Steps, your Hanging with Mr. Cooper, your Full Houses. I just lumped all those in together. But starting with the actual list, number 5, we've got
Oh, you're
WK
nice.
Nice.
Cincinnati. As God is my witness, I thought that turkeys could fly.
You know what sucks? It's very hard for that show to be streamed because of all the music rights in it. I think they
Yep.
should really just get all that stuff worked out somehow and just get that show on streaming.
We bought the box set of everything not too long ago. I haven't popped it in and started watching it yet, but yeah, it's all 3 seasons in one box set. And R.I.P. Lonnie Anderson.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I mean, I watched it a bit with my dad when I was young, and I was like, "Oh, this show is just great." And I introduced it to my wife a few years ago. She didn't know about the turkey drop, and we're putting up Christmas decorations, and I'm like, "You have to see this."
That's one of the greatest moments in television history is the turkey drop.
Mm-hmm.
And so with Thanksgiving come up, it's time to rewatch it.
Yeah, of course.
Number 4 is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The best show about the worst people. Is like I times where I've just been work's just rubbed me the wrong way. I've had a bad day at work and I just go, I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds. My wife and I will just randomly just look at each other and just go, because of the implication. Like, what implication? It's like, oh, well, you're not in any danger, so they are in danger. I love that show so much.
I lost my Slimer. That's what that noise was, everybody.
Oh,
My
no.
Slimer fell off the wall behind me.
You got to get him back in the trap.
I know. The thing is, I can't get I can't get a nail in this wall. I don't know what they made this house out of, but it's just like concrete. Like you can't put anything in this wall. It's crazy.
Get a 3M strip or something with the Velcro on it.
Yeah, I have some what's this stuff called? It's alien tape. It's really sticky,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and but it's expensive.
Number three is a little combo because you can't have one without the other. It's Letterkenny and Shorzy.
I've never
Canadian
seen
show.
Letterkenny. I've heard a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff about it though.
My God, it is. That is one of the funniest shows that I've ever seen. Is Letterkenny. And again, my wife and I will just quote her things. How are you now? Not so bad, and you? All right then. And it is aggressively Canadian. I have to watch it with the captions on because there's so much, especially hockey slang that's being thrown around that I don't know what it is, and I had to go and look a lot of it up after the first season that I watched. Um, Fantastic though, absolutely worth a watch. The whole
Was it
thing's on.
aggressively Canadian, a soda pop back in the 90s?
I was
That's
just
gonna
going
be
to
the
call it
name
an
of the new band.
oxymoron.
Um, yeah, and then Shorzy is basically picks up after the end of it, where it follows one of the characters off on his own thing, so it's a little spinoff, but absolutely great there. Um, Number two is going to be Bob's Burgers.
Oh yes.
I've been
Yep.
watching it since it first aired. It's one of the most wholesome shows that's online right now, or airing on right now, just because you have that family dynamic. Everything is they're not the best family, but they're just you can tell that how much they love each other. And again, you have some of the best Halloween and Thanksgiving episodes with it.
Oh yeah.
We just recently rewatched the Turkey Trot episode where it parodies the opening of Jurassic Park
Yeah.
at the beginning, and they've got all these turkeys, chickens, and geese, all ill-fed and ill-mannered, and they just release them on a group of runners, and they just start pecking everyone. It's one of my favorite
I saw
episodes.
something funny about Bob's Burgers a little while ago on Thread. Somebody wrote Bob's Burgers is what happens when everyone in the family is autistic.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. And then number one couldn't be anything else but The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Probably still my favorite show of all time. I have just done binge watches on when we first got Disney Plus. Just popped it on, just started, and just ran from beginning to end, and then started it over again.
How long does it
Um,
take to get through all the Simpsons seasons at this point?
it took a while. That was even still a few years ago when it was because they're up to like 37 or 38 now, and
Jeez.
That's
yeah.
incredible.
Um, so yeah, and even then when I did that last, I think they were on like 30 or 31. I don't keep up with it like I used to. I will still go back and watch my favorite episodes and favorite seasons. My favorite one is still the episode called "You Only Move Twice." It's the one where Homer just goes to work for essentially a Bond villain with Hank Scorpio.
Mm.
Um, there is a band called Doctor Colossus. They're an Australian like doom metal, sludge metal
Mm.
band. It's also got a little bit of prog rock because the songs are super long, but all of their songs are about The Simpsons. And they have a song called "So Long Stinktown" that is based on that episode. Um, I can hold conversations and Simpsons quotes like it like hands down. It's still my favorite show of all time.
I just Googled it. It says as of May 18th, 2025, there have been 790 episodes of The Simpsons aired.
That is perhaps too many
You
episodes
think?
And
Wow.
climbing.
It's crazy.
because
No end in sight.
I think they've been renewed at least through season 40.
Good Lord. They're never going to stop.
That was a song in an episode. They'll never stop the Simpsons.
They predicted the future again. Well, that was
But
a
yeah,
nice little
that's
list
fun.
you had
Yeah,
there,
good
Tyler.
list. I like
Yeah.
that.
What about you, Derek? You want to go ahead and go with yours?
Sure. So I'll go with my honorable mentions first. One might be surprised that this is not on my top five list, but I didn't watch the show when it originally aired. I was introduced to it through DVD, and that would be Seinfeld. A huge pop culture phenomenon, much like The Simpsons and other, shows from kind of around that time. It makes not doing much of anything actually funny and interesting, and it's got some great characters. It's very much a product of its time, I think, but I think some of the jokes still hold up. Another one is 30 Rock, which I think is a very underrated show. One of my favorite roles with Tina Fey, Alec Baldwin. That whole cast is great, and I'm always drawn to like shows or movies about making shows or movies. So that that hooked me instantly. But the characters are great. Like Tyler mentioned, The Good Place, very underrated sitcom in my
Mhm.
opinion, and I love Ted Danson's role in it. I won't spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but there's a great twist with his character. Um, Schitt's Creek is another one that my wife introduced me to it. If you know Catherine O'Hara as Kevin McAllister's mom, and you want to see her play a completely different character, watch Schitt's Creek. But to me, she is the backbone of that show. She is so great in it. And like Eugene Levy and the other family members are great, but she is the MVP of that show, in my opinion. And then Friends would be my last honorable mention. I originally was not much of a fan, but after watching through the series with my wife, I have a new appreciation for it. So I actually ended up quite liking it. Moving into my actual top five list, my number five is Frasier.
Oh, of
For a
course.
lot of the reasons that Tyler said, um, I remember the Frasier character from Cheers, and I liked. He was one of my favorite characters. I like Kelsey Grammer as an actor, so of course I was going to watch Frasier. And it's what made it interesting was that it was kind of the anti version of Cheers, where Frasier is like the smart character
Mhm.
that's in the everyday environment with like Norm, Cliff, Sam. But then when you go to Frasier, Frasier's dad is the odd one out because he's like the normal everyday guy that likes to sit on his recliner and
Mhm.
play with his dog and drink beer, and the others are going out to like fancy parties, having wine and all this kind of stuff. So I thought it was a cool flip on the Cheers dynamic. Number four would be Scrubs, one of the funniest shows
Mhm.
of all time. And even though it has some of the most heart wrenching moments,
Mhm.
if you want, I don't know why you would want to, but if you want to see an example of just a heartbreaking twist, watch the story arc with Brendan Fraser's character
Oh yeah.
from
Yeah.
that show. And when you find out the twist, I was just like, I had tears in my eyes the
Yeah.
first time I watched it.
Not only that, but
Nope.
one of the greatest final episodes of all time. And I consider season 8 the final. Season 9 doesn't exist in my
Yeah, and
opinion.
I was about to say they kind of killed it off with
But
season
yeah,
9,
but
which
with the
wasn't good. But
finale for season 8, when he's walking down the hallway and he's seeing all the patients and everybody he's met along the way, dude, is like, and that song playing, the Book of Love is like the
mhm.
greatest ending to a TV show ever.
It's absolutely up there. Number three is Ghosts, another show that Tyler mentioned. This was one that we kind of randomly found on CBS, and we've gone back and watched the British version since then. I think the American version is better, in my opinion. Is Jason? Have you ever watched Ghosts?
I've never seen Ghosts. I see it on everybody's lists though, but I've never watched it.
It's so not to spoil it, but it's about this couple who inherit an old mansion, and they turn it into a bed and breakfast. And Samantha, the wife, ends up like dying for a couple of seconds, and then when she comes back to life, she has the ability to see ghosts.
Hmm.
And there are several different ghosts that live in the house, but they're all from like different eras of like human history. So you have like a Native American, you have like British and American troops from the Civil War era. You've got a Viking. So you've got all kinds of cool dynamics.
I'll have
So
to check that out. It sounds funny.
My
it's
wife
it's
says that I'm my wife says that I'm pretty much just Pete, and yeah, I can
that's
see
funny. My wife says the same thing about me. That's great. Number two is The Office. I mean, Michael Scott is one of the best TV characters of the 21st century, in my personal opinion. And it kind of, I don't know, it makes what might seem like a boring concept with the whole documentary, like it's a documentary about a paper company, but the characters are so real in my opinion, because you've got, like the weird boss, you've got the suck up employee that's just borderline psychopathic. You've got like Jim and Pam, you got the office romance and everything. And it has some of the best jokes, best episodes, and
Dude.
one of the what I call meme factories of the 21st century.
Dude, when Kevin drops the chili is still one of the most anxiety, and it triggers me every time I see that episode. I even made a T-shirt with Kevin dropping the chili. Do you still have that T-shirt?
I do, yeah.
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 Oh, it's just
That's great. It's like a little animated Kevin with the, I've never felt bad for a TV character more so than when that happened.
It's so anxiety inducing.
But my number one, and this will be to those who know me, is no surprise whatsoever. Cheers is my number one. It's not just my favorite sitcom, but it's my favorite TV show of all time. Growing up watching the show, so I caught this show as it aired, like around its last season or two, and it was really the only live action show that wasn't on Nickelodeon that interested me, and that's just because I thought the characters were funny. Like a lot of the innuendos and the jokes went right over my head, but it's one that I always went back to. When episodes came out on VHS, I bought those. When they came out on DVD, I bought those. When they came on streaming, I watched through the whole series. I've watched through the whole series multiple times. It will always be my favorite show, just because it's one of those places that you feel like you could go to a bar or somewhere like that and meet people like those characters that were portrayed. Like I felt like I was watching a little exaggerated version of real life. So that's my list.
Awesome. And I'll start with my honorable mentions. And first, I was actually putting stuff on the list as we were talking because stuff was popping in my head. Like, oh, I love that too. Oh, I love that. But one of the shows that was actually on my list, but I moved it down to honorable mentions, is the Andy Griffith Show. It's just one of those shows that's a comfort show for me because it's something me and my dad bonded over growing up, because that show was on all the time. Like there was no point in my growing up you couldn't turn on like TBS or TNT or any channel that wasn't showing a rerun of the Andy Griffith Show. And some of those episodes are still gut-bustingly just funny. Like they're just flat out humorous no matter what, how old it is or whatever. It just those some of those episodes and jokes just hold up. So I love the Andy Griffith Show. I didn't really like it when it went to color, though. That's when I like the old black and white ones.
Agreed.
Family Guy is my next one on the honorable mentions, but I like the first 8 seasons of Family Guy. Everything after that's kind of forgettable and just kind of not great. I still watch it, but man, those first 8 seasons or so, I had the DVDs and I just watched them over and over and over again. They were so good. And, it's gone on a long time. It's probably going to go as long as The Simpsons. But, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of lost its flavor the last couple of years. I don't know what you guys think.
For me, it's like they're being edgy for the sake of being edgy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It makes a lot of it fall flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the newer episodes to me, they're almost kind of like retreads of what they did before.
Yeah.
And that style of comedy that they do, because like you said, the early seasons were amazing, but now it kind of seems like almost like a copy of itself.
Yeah, but those first seasons, man, those were great. And up next is Clerks, the animated series. I know it's only 6 episodes, but man, that show should have just stuck around, man. There's no reason that Clerks should have been treated like it was. That it could have been so good. But I'll watch those 6 episodes over and over again for the rest of my life. They're just perfect.
I've still got my Clerks animated series DVD.
Me too.
Same.
Futurama. Do you guys like Futurama? I love me some Bender and some Fry. Futurama. Even though it's had like 8 different final seasons, I still love it.
Some of those new Hulu seasons have been kind of rough.
Yeah, I didn't really get into this last season. I haven't even finished it yet. But man, it's like every time they get to a final episode, they nail the final episodes, but then they come back for another season like 5 years later, and it's like, all right, guys, like, can we just leave it now?
It's like they all get bored and are just like, you know what? Let's just do another season.
Another one that I just added to the list a few minutes ago because I don't know why I forgot all about it. What We Do in the Shadows. Dude,
Yes.
That show is so insanely funny. Like, it makes me just giddy watching that show. And one of the greatest episodes of all time is the Jackie Daytona regular human bartender episodes where Mark Hamill shows up and he doesn't recognize him because he's behind the bar and he's got a toothpick in his mouth. He's pretending to be human, and then he's like talking about him, and he like pulls out the toothpick, and he's like, "It's me!" And Mark Hamill's like, finally recognizes him when he pulls the toothpick out. Like, it was like one of the greatest moments of all time. And if you don't find that funny, then we can't be friends. We just can't.
This is the way we talk in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona.
And Nandor, man, Nandor just kills me. Excuse me. At number 5 from my actual list, we have Bob's Burgers. For all the things that you guys said it was great for, I love Bob's Burgers for. It is, I didn't really like it the first time I saw it, but then I watched a Thanksgiving episode like in season 3 or something like that, and then immediately went back and binged like the first 2 seasons and have been watching it every week ever since. Like, I just do not miss an episode of Bob's Burgers. At number 4, Sanford and Son. You big dummy. Sanford and Son is one of those shows that me and my dad used to watch too when I was a kid growing up, and even now. I just watched some Sanford and Son episodes a couple of weeks ago. Like, there's no time that I will not sit and watch a Sanford and Son episode. Do you guys like Sanford and Son?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a classic.
This is one of the best theme songs of all time. I mean, come on. Number 3, The Office. For all the reasons that you said there, Derek. It's one of the greatest. It shouldn't work, but for some reason, it just does. Like, Michael Scott, he's one of the cringiest people, but he's got heart, and that's the thing about the show is, like, it's so cringy, but it's got heart in a weird way.
Michael Scott is redeemed by the other people in the office. Like, whenever the first season especially, I'm like, this guy is a terrible person. But as the show progresses, he kind of develops, more of like a more charming personality.
He becomes human.
Yeah, basically.
Nick brought up in the chat room, didn't they kill off Brian and brought him back? Yeah, they did that in Family Guy. They tried to kill off Brian, but they ended up bringing him. Like, that was a horrible decision to try and kill off Brian.
They recently just killed the giant chicken, and apparently that's perfect. But we'll see how that works out.
But number 2, Seinfeld. God, I love Seinfeld. There's nothing I would like more than to just sit and watch a couple episodes of Seinfeld to unwind at the end of the day.
What's the deal with airline food?
Even though everybody I know, not a lot of people I know really like Seinfeld. They find all the characters to be annoying, but that's what makes the show great. Is they're the most annoying people on the planet.
Well, karma gets them in the final episode, but
yes,
that's a whole conversation for another time.
And at my number 1 spot is, of course, What do you mean? Which one's my favorite episode, Nick? For which show? But The Office, he says, yeah, Dwight and Jim are awesome too. Everybody's awesome. Like even Creed.
Creed is so great.
Oh, I'm hearing myself back through the Zoom. That's okay. It fixed itself now. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, at my number one spot is, of course, if you're going to watch this, please get the DVD sets because it's another music issue. Like WKRP in Cincinnati, they do have Scrubs on Hulu, which you can watch all the episodes. But for some reason, they don't have that show was very music based. There was a lot of music that they that Zach Braff and I forgot the show director, but they did a lot of like music, did a show theme set to certain music that works for the episode. And then if they don't have the rights to that certain song, then they would replace it with something very generic on the Hulu stream. So a lot of times the music that's supposed to be in there is not right. So if you're going to watch Scrubs, please just get the DVD versions. You can literally go to the thrift store and get all the seasons of Scrubs for like $5. So just go do that instead of streaming it.
One of the greatest opening theme songs, too. I'm no Superman.
I think he was asking what's my favorite episode of Seinfeld. My favorite Seinfeld episode is George and the Frogger machine. And because he's got the high score on the Frogger machine, and he's got to hire the two guys to try to keep the power on the machine so that he still has the number one spot on there. And then he ends up having to play Frogger in the street. That's a great episode.
That is a good one, yeah.
But yeah, that's and as far as Scrub goes, I'm excited for the revival they're gonna do, but I hope they don't screw it up because that season 9 was terrible.
I think with them bringing the majority of the original cast back, I feel like they wouldn't be coming back if it wasn't going to at least be decent.
Yeah. I just hope they capture the spirit of the original. You know, it's just, and when you try to have a season 9 and bring in a whole new crew, it's just like we watch this show for all the characters that we loved for the last 8 seasons. We don't want to see new people, and they made the cardinal mistake of all the new people were not likable at all.
The only moment I remember from that season that I actually liked was when Dave Franco's character took like some syringes and put them between his fingers and went, Dr. Wolverine.
It's probably the only good part
that
of that entire season.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to bring us to the end of our list. But Derek, do you want to do our Patreon shout outs before we move on to our listener lists?
Sure. And I'll breeze through these since I know we're on a bit of a time crunch. But as always, if you want to be a part of our Patreon community, you can head over to patreon.com/nerdcaveretro. And a special thank you to those who help keep the lights on for us here at the podcast. We want to shout out Omnislick, Alex the Alley Cat, Michael Patrick, Justin Nispel, Riley, the official NCR fact checker Wally Phelps, Nick W., Eld the Zombie, Yup Fed, aka Knife, Raven, Daniel Salmon, aka Bethany Fox, our amazing Discord community manager, Mr. B-Res Coffee himself, Mike Eveland, our special guest this evening, the fact checker to the fact checker, Tyler the Wordsmith Watson, Xblade07, the official NCR beat writer, Mr. Armez Jackson, Carlos Longoria, better known as I Am the Rampage, Staff Sergeant Sketch, Gus and Penny, Matthew Salmon, and a man who really needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway, the American Salad, the Potato, the Dream Chaser, Venus, the Golf Instructor, Violinist, Pianist, and overall engineer of music, Joey Image.
Wait, every time you say pianist, it just drops me.
It's the overall enjoyer of music. It's-
Oh,
And
boy.
last but not least,
Mama Diamond.
Donna Diamond, thank you all so much for your continued contributions and keeping the lights on for us here at the Nerd Cave Retro Studios. For as little as $1 a month, you get your own RSS feed with zero, count them, zero ads. If you want to hear great conversations like this with zero interruption, it just costs you $1 a month. And you get early access to our bonus episodes, which include commentary tracks, roundtables, our Dungeons and Dragons campaign. With it being November, I believe we're going to be doing a roundtable discussion on planes, trains, and automobiles, which I'm very excited for because that's one of my favorite holiday movies of all time. And if you want to be a part of our Patreon community, head over to patreon.com/nerdcaveretro. And for new patrons, be sure to send us your social media info so we can give you a proper shout out.
And before we go into the your list tonight, Knife in the chat room says that his daughter keeps saying hi to us because we're on. He's streaming us to the TV right now. So let's say hi to Chloe, you guys. Hi, Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
Hope you're having a
Thanks
good
for
day.
watching.
Thanks for watching. But up first, who do we have here? From our Discord, we have Nick, the horror game fan, who is in the chat room right now. His dishonorable mentions are Full House, Friends. I think he might be the only person that said Friends. I don't think I've ever seen Friends. And oh yeah, I wanted to mention that to you guys too. You might punch me in the face next time you see me, Derek, but I've never seen an episode of Frasier.
I keyed.
I want to watch it.
We can
it.
rectify that. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Anything with Tim Allen. Saved by the Bell. Oh wow, I didn't even think about Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, I didn't either. I never got into Saved by the Bell, really.
I used to watch it a lot on TBS on Saturday mornings back in the 90s.
Same.
He says, we just made a 4-year-old happy. Thanks, guys.
Sweet.
Let's see. Saved by the Bell, Futurama, Family Matters. I love Family Matters growing up. I just like the TGIF lineup, like you said, Tyler. Like, I love Full House, and Perfect Strangers almost made my list, too. And Fresh Prince.
I enjoyed Fresh Prince.
And his honorable mentions are Scrubs, Modern Family, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, that 70s show, first one for that 70s
Yeah,
show.
70s show is a good one.
The Office, Archer, forgot about Archer.
Oh, Archer's so good.
Yeah. Freaks and Geeks, and on to his top 5 favorite sitcoms. At number 5, Bob's Burgers. Number 4, The Simpsons. 3, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. 2, Seinfeld. And here's one that I almost put on my list, Malcolm in the Middle. I was going to put this on my honorable mentions, but I haven't seen it in so long. It's not streaming anywhere, I don't think.
I don't think so. I haven't watched Malcolm in the Middle in a very long time.
Me either. I used to watch it every week.
Let's see. Next up, we have Danny Z. I'm assuming these are in no particular order, but Full House, Beverly Hills 90210, Saved by the Bell, Big Bang Theory, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And he puts the emoji with the face with the tongue sticking out next to it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have counted that as a sitcom, though. That was more of a
like a drama.
Action drama.
Either way.
But I'll allow it. Let's see. Up next, we have Mr. BJ Wandlin, who liked designing women. I used to watch that with my mom when I was a kid. I used to love that show. Will and Grace, original, not reboot, and not that dumb original finale. I don't think I've ever seen an episode of Will and Grace. Have you guys ever seen? I know it was a huge
I've
show.
I've seen it in passing, but
yeah.
I don't think I've sat down and watched like a full episode.
Oh, Golden Girls. Forgot about the Golden Girls.
Top 5 theme song of all time.
Oh, yeah. Murphy Brown. Oh, and another one that I forgot about. I used to watch a lot when I was a kid. Mama's Family.
Oh,
Did you ever watch?
I think I've seen that one.
You never saw Mama's Family?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's so Southern. Like it's just like
Unapologetically Southern.
yeah. You just have to watch it. There's really no kind of. It's almost like Medea for white people, I guess you'd say.
That should be the tagline: Medea for white people.
Mama's Family, Medea for white people. Oh, Nick says Malcolm in the Middle's on Disney Plus, so I might have to.
Okay, I'll have to give that another watch.
Awesome.
Next up, we have Mr. Joey Image. I won't do the elaborate intro this time, but in no particular order: King of Queens, The Golden Girls, Three's Company. He actually mentioned that in our group chat the other day.
Yeah.
All in the Family, and Seinfeld.
I loved Three's Company when I was a kid. He has honorable mentions.
Yeah,
too.
honorable mentions. His honorable mentions are Cheers, Everybody Loves Raymond, Family Guy, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Taxi, and The Office.
Forgot about Taxi. Taxi's so good.
Another great theme song, too.
Yeah. It's one of those comfort theme songs. It just makes you feel all warm and cuddly.
Oh, yeah.
Up next, we have Knife, who gave us... I'll give his honorable mentions first. He says his honorable mention goes to Cheers, Drake and Josh, and That 70s Show. And his for actual list at number 5, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Number 4, Married with Children. I almost put that one on my list, too. Number 3, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Number 2, Home Improvement. And number 1, The Office. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air showing up a few times tonight.
Have you guys watched the new version of Fresh Prince?
No.
I heard it was terrible.
It's not bad. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I like that it's completely different. Like, it doesn't try to recreate the Will Smith show. It's kind of its own thing, which is pretty good. Next up, we have Brandon Rutledge. I typically don't include animated sitcoms for this type of list, though I have a couple of exceptions that you'll see in a bit. His honorable mentions are The Cosby Show. Despite what we know now about the star, I still enjoy this show. R.I.P. Malcolm Jamal Warner. Different Strokes. What You Talking About, Willis? The Facts of Life. One of the better spin-off shows that tends to be forgotten. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, featuring Uncle Phil, played by the Shredder. So fun that you will slap. Never mind. Third Rock from the Sun, a sitcom about aliens pretending to be humans. Sure, why not? That 70s Show, just about all the characters are great with very few exceptions. And King of the Hill with the iconic quote, "That boy ain't right." Number 5, 90s Nick-coms in general, such as Clarissa Explains It All, Keenan and Kel, Salute Your Shorts, The Adventures of Pete and Pete, and more. Yes, I'm cheating. Sue me.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I love Pete and Pete so much. That's such a great show.
Yes, it is. Number 4, The Drew Carey Show, helped me get into my most favorite show of all time. Whose Line Is It Anyway? Whose Line is so good. It's my number 2 favorite show of all time. Number 3, The Big Bang Theory. He says, Bazinga. Number 2, Family Guy. Very funny and very quotable, though I don't like the newer stuff. Giggity. And number 1, Three's Company. The characters, the innuendos, situations, the misunderstandings. I love everything about this show.
Yeah, I remember growing up, like Three's Company was another one of those shows that was on all the time. Like Gilligan's Island, Andy Griffith Show, and Three's Company. Those were on like every channel, all hours of the day. Up next, we
Shout
have
out to
Chuck.
syndication.
Yeah, I miss syndicated television. Like, it was always cool to come home in the afternoons, just have always something good on to watch.
I watch Batman 66.
Yeah, for real. Up next, we have Chuck, who's in the chat room right now. Honorable mentions are way more than I'm listing. Reaper, comedy fantasy, deserved better than 2 seasons. Resident Alien. Oh, I forgot about Resident Alien. So good. Just wrapped its final season. Alan Tudyk, always good. If you've never seen Resident Alien, holy crap, it's so good.
Yeah, it's good.
The Good Place, great show. Can't recommend more. Season 1 finale, the best. If you know, you know. Superstore. I love Superstore too, but I just couldn't. Oh, I forgot about. Oh, hold on, let me go. I'm getting sidetracked. Superstore started off as an off-season filler. Loved it. Stuck around for 6 years. Superstore's great, and then I forgot all about Night Court. I love Night Court. Grew up watching this with my parents. One of the few shows I've also hunted down and bought every season. I have the seasons on DVD as well. Let's see, Alice. One of my favorite shows, along with Chips and MASH. Also one I bought every season. Family Guy. I'd put it in the top 5, but there's just too many I like just as much. Ghosts. One of the few shows the wife and I both watch. Seen all episodes current and all the British version episodes as well. Big Bang Theory. Weirdly, the one show my wife and I watched with my in-laws. They love Sheldon. Married with Children. The heart of my high school and college years. The humor just clicked. And now for his top 5. Number 5, any show created by Brian Fuller. Brings the quirk from Pushing Daisies to Dead Like Me to Wonder Falls. My favorite all-time one-season show, which Fox did dirty for where they put it and its cesspool lead in. These shows were odd and funny and loved all of them. Dude, Dead Like Me is great. I loved that show. I can't believe it didn't
I remember
last.
that show, yeah.
I adored Pushing Daisies.
Yeah, but both of those were good shows. Number 4, Spaced, UK, the show that gave us Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, and Edgar Wright. Gen Xers will get this show. Number 3, The It Crowd, or IT Crowd. As a how is it that show pronounced? Is it It Crowd or
It's
IT
the
Crowd?
IT Crowd.
The IT Crowd. As a computer nerd, this show just made me laugh. I can literally sit, watch an episode anytime, just like my first 2 shows coming up. Number 2, Scrubs. My wife and I both love this show. One of the few I rewatch every year or 2 from the beginning. Same with me. I've watched Scrubs all the way through at least 5 times over the last few years. Number 1, MASH. Came out 2 years before I was born, but I'd literally seen all the episodes in the early 80s. Weird, I know, but the show inspired my love of satire and anti-authority. I think that's where mine comes from, too.
Yeah. No, MASH is, I mean, that's one of those iconic shows.
Because nobody wanted to be Frank. Everybody wanted to be, Hawkeye and Trapper. And they just didn't, listen to nobody. They just did their own thing, wearing Hawaiian shirts.
Is that where the phrase "let me be Frank" comes in?
Yeah. Yeah, nobody liked Frank. Frank was a turd.
Let's see. Next up, I think we have 2. Well, no, I think this is our last one, actually.
Yeah, I think it's the last one.
Yep. So our last list is from Morley316. His honorable mentions: Mythic Quest, Rob McElhenney. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but poking fun at the gaming industry. Derry Girls, that's Derry, comedy series set in Northern Ireland during the Troubles. Very funny with brilliant 90s music soundtrack. Blackadder, first series is terrible, but the rest are classics. Rick and Morty, I'm surprised that one hasn't come up
I know.
before now. Very clever, silly series that never fails to disappoint. Brockmire, I'm from the UK, so clearly don't get baseball, but love this series. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Late to the party on this one. Danny DeVito makes this series. Agree with that 100%. South Park, no explanation needed. Afterlife, Ricky Gervais at his finest. I forgot about Afterlife. Afterlife's a good one. Excuse me. And the IT Crowd. I work in IT, so very true. The Street Countdown episode is just genius. And then moving into his actual top 5, we have Silicon Valley, a very funny series massively taking the Mickey out of the Silicon Valley boom, loosely based on real people. Friends, always on in our house, along with Big Bang. Everyone grew up watching Friends. Big Bang Theory, another Chuck Lorre classic. Now, I'm surprised this one hasn't come up either, but 2.5 Men. Charlie Sheen playing Charlie Sheen, brilliantly written series. And his number 1, and I loved this show too back in the day, The League. Will never, ever grow bored of watching this so funny series about a group of friends fantasy football league.
I don't think I ever heard of this show.
It's funny. And they get actual, it's just about a group of friends that play in a fantasy football league together. But they have all kinds of cool jokes, and they've had some NFL players actually appear on the show too. So
There was a couple of
it's
these
it's pretty cool.
I hadn't heard of. I don't know. I've heard of Mythic Quest, but everybody talks about it. I've never seen it. I've never heard of Dairy Girls though.
Mythic Quest is really good.
Yeah, I've heard it's
It's
really good. I've never seen any of it.
an Apple Plus TV show.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of Apple Plus, have you guys started watching what's it called? The new show where it's sort of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. What's it called? Somebody help me out in the chat room, you guys.
I haven't
New.
I haven't watched anything on Apple Plus in a while.
Not since the Ted Lasso finale.
Shoot, what's it called?
Yeah.
Pluribus. Yeah, it's by Vince Gilligan.
Oh, that show. No, I want to see it because I loved Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I watched the first episode. Dude, it's crazy. Like I gotta. There's 2 more episodes I gotta get to. It goes week to week. It's not a binge show. But yeah, if it's got a weird Invasion of the Body Snatchers kind of vibe to it, and I'm really digging it.
Sweet.
But that's gonna bring us to the end of this episode, fellas. And Tyler, thank you for hanging out with us, man.
No problem. Thanks for having me back on, guys.
No,
It's
always
fun.
love having you on the
Always
show, my
good to
friend.
have you here. But tell everybody where they can find you on the internet.
You can find me on the Discord. That's really about it. Come hang out with us. We're good folks. We have a good time. Yeah, and seriously, the Patreon's 100% worth it. That D&D campaign alone is worth the money. Like that's one of my favorite things that I've heard from you guys. It's fantastic.
Well, thank you.
I appreciate the kind words.
We're gonna do some more. We just got to get Wally to want to DM some more. So we're gonna keep our characters. They're going to live. They're resting right now, waiting for the next adventure.
The long sleep.
Another thing about the Patreon, I wanted to release what was that episode we watched of the weird show that I remembered when I was a kid and we watched it.
Oh crap! What was it?
Not Miracle Man. Damn it, my brain's not working. What about the little alien dude or the weird DNA guy? The DNA guy.
I can't remember.
I remember that, but I don't remember the name.
What's it called? Come on, help me. Let me go to our Patreon real quick so I can see it. I can bring it up, but the deal is I wanted to put that out on our regular YouTube feed because I want people to see it because it's so weird. But I lost the original file that I had uploaded to Patreon. And so I got a hold of Patreon and they won't let me re-download the file from Patreon. So I'm going to have to find a way to play it and just capture it off of Patreon. Wishman is what it's called. Wishman. Remember Wishman?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That weird one. I want to put that out on our YouTube, but I'm going to have to find a creative way to do that because I lost the original file during a transfer. So I talked to Patreon and they said there's no way to retrieve or download a file once I've uploaded it. So I'm just kind of crap out of luck. So I'm going to have to try to capture it and then I will upload it to the YouTube. But if you want to watch that, you have to be a patron because that's the only way to watch it right now. And it's so weird. And just go watch it. It's really strange.
I'll tell you off air a way you can do it.
Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. But yeah, Derek, tell everybody what's going on with you before we get out of here.
Not too much. Yeah, just kind of gearing up for what's hopefully going to be a chill holiday season. If you want to follow me on social media, it's at D Diamond Film on Instagram. That's really where I hang out most of these days. That's where the least amount of drama is. I put, just kind of like some film stuff that I'm working on. I'll probably put a couple of Wired for Sound photos on there as well. So yeah, go check me out on Instagram.
And my new band Arsa, Our first single, Incunabulum, is now dropping everywhere. It's on iTunes, Apple iTunes. It's on Amazon Music, and it's on YouTube Music, and it's going to be on Spotify here very soon. So if you want to go listen to it, go type in Arsa Incunabulum, and you'll find it there. Or then go give us a follow at Arsa Prog Metal on Instagram. So thank you for doing that, everybody. And so I was just going to bring us to the end of the episode. Is there anything else before we get out of here, Derek?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
All right. Well, let's walk out the door. If you want to email us at nerdcaveretro@gmail.com. Leave us a voice message at voicecast.app/NCR. You don't have to sign up for anything. You just go there and leave us a message, and that's it. And go to nerdcaveretro.com. That's our link tree. That takes you everywhere you need to go. All the socials, all the ways to give us money, like the Patreon. You can go to the Discord from there. And we have a merch shop, which you can get to at ncrmerch.com. We got all kind of designs for t-shirts, hats, magnets, bags, mugs, whatever your nerdy heart desires. If you can't do that, I understand times are tough. But it's free to leave us a review and or a 5-star rating on all podcasting platforms. And we'll be back next week with my review of UN Squadron. And Derek, please tell them what it's all about.
May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
Yes.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
And that's an episode.
Woo!
Woo! And
That was fun.
Nick, yeah, I love Stranger Things. I'm ready for that final season to drop. It's coming out when does it start?
The day before Thanksgiving.
Okay, I was about to say it's coming like this weekend, isn't it?
And the second half comes out New Year's Eve. Haven't decided if I'm just going to wait for everything to come out and watch it all in one go or not.
And then there's an episode that drops on Christmas Day also, which is
it's the first batch comes out next Wednesday. Then Christmas Day, I think, is like another 1 or 2 episodes, and then the finale drops New Year's Eve.
well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, we're rewatching the show from episode 1, and we're trying to time it so that we can, because I'm going to take that day off of work, and that's what we're going to do.
It's great.
All day is watch Stranger Things.
They were little kids when it started, and now they're older than us. But it's on the final season.
Something I learned recently: the kid or guy now who plays Will, he voiced Charlie Brown in that Peanuts movie that came out 10 years ago.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Really?
I didn't know that either.
Wow.
Literally just learned that.
Well, that's interesting trivia. I'm sure that'll come up in a trivia question
Yeah,
somewhere.
I was about to say that's a good trivia question there.
But I'm about to hit our little outro thing here on YouTube. Thank you all for watching. And you know where to find us next week. We'll be right back with my review of UN Squadron. So next Monday, same bat time.